Spreadsheet Guide Version 3, Part 3. This is your heat map, which I've had some good feedback about. It's essentially just tracking movement across time since Sunday. So if anything comes over here, it's a sell. If it comes over here, it's a buy. Just a really quick, easy way of looking at things. If it's maxed out, then it's like a strong sell, basically. Um, it covers many things. There's your commodities. So yeah, I mean, look, there's your US 30, there's your NASDAQ, there's your commodities, gold. So we could do, if you're selling gold, you'd probably want that to come a little bit higher up, ideally to max out the sell signal. Technical heat map, which is just price performance, just how we're doing, on the 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, half hour. See the monthly golds, it's doing really well. And what this is, it calculates an average across the multiple time frames, and that's why that's a bullish bias. So that's that really. The sentiment heat maps just good for high level. It's good to watch the open on Sunday because we see things move. It's quite cool. Bubble matrix summary. Okay, so the bubbles are really good in itself, but what if we want to see more data relating to the bubble shifting? And that's why we've got this tab. So it breaks down the difference over time. So this is the movement since Sunday. So we see that the yen is a buy because it's moved 15% off its axis. There we go, there's that axis there. That's why yen's a buy. Kiwi's a sell because it's come over here off that axis. So, and then we measure the distance between the Kiwi and the yen there. And that's a 25% deviation between those two bubbles. So if you were to sell the Kiwi yen, you'd want that number to be, larger. You'd want that to be minus 26. But, it's moved a lot already, considering, if you'd got this since Sunday, you would have made a hell of a lot of pips on that. So it's just a drill down, lots of information. There's your static analysis, which is where we are right now. And this is the movement across time. Okay. What's quite cool about this, I've done a large move. So we can see the euro, let's use the euro USD. It's moved a lot in the dynamic and it's fallen on the day. And what you'll probably see is that when things move a lot, then we'll see a change. So there's your Kiwi. It's been a bit naughty today. It shouldn't be going up because, we've got red there. So you'd look for maybe a reversal. It could be fundamentally driven. There could have been some news or some central bank statement or something like that. So you'd always want to try and be careful. But really, the Kiwi should be a sell because the retail are long, unless it's payday for them, of course. And that's that really. Quite a good tab to use. So we see the yen is strong and the Kiwi's weak. We see the euro's weak. And that's that really. So there's a link to the Telegram. There's a link to my website. Just a chart really, that's based on that. So we can see how the yen's performing well against its peers, and we can see how the Kiwi is sentimentally a sell against its peers. So, and the euro too. And you want to keep an eye on those levels, see if they change over time. So it's a nice little feature. It's just where people are in the world. And I try and add people when I get new subscribers. So I've got 3 subscribers in the USA, and this should populate. Just a nice little feature, really. Top movers. Just to say what the largest movers on the 4-hourly, the daily, the weekly. See the Kiwi yen, like I was just saying, had you have caught the Kiwi yen since Sunday, you would have done quite well. It's fallen 1.4%. So that's that Kiwi yen there, this deviation between those two bubbles since Sunday. Then we can see how the price performance. So had you have got that trade when the bubbles deviated since Sunday open, you would have made a lot of nice pips. So we could be seeing a slight reversal because we might be a little bit oversold, but you see how it works. It's really cool. Drop down. Let's go to the Kiwi yen. There you go. That just tells you where things are. So daily, it's doing well. On the 4 hourly, we could see a reversal, and the weekly is down. So that's that. Cut data. I'll be wrapping up the video soon. Just your retail, your commitment to traders. So we can see how there's a decline of positions over time for the pound. There's a decline of positions over time on gold. There was a decline in S&P, but don't forget it did dip back there in April last year, and then we rallied. So depending we don't drop below that, we should be good. So that was probably a big old bear trap, I think, and that's what we're seeing right now if we look at this. So it's really good, this cut data. There's a bit of a muddle there. They don't really know what's going on with yen. Euro's up, which is interesting. So that's one to watch soon. I think technically we could be due a break. Yeah, you can have a look at this at your leisure. This is populated once a week. Silver's coming down. Crude sort of stabilizing. That should be falling if we look at the sentiment. Just a disclaimer. Do read that. It's really important. I can't be held responsible for any losses incurred. Do your technical analysis. Don't look for signals, because I've provided you the signals. You just have to use your intelligence for entry and exit. Don't overtrade. Keep to the sensible risk. Have low risk, large gains. Telegram service indicates only indicative target. It might not reach. Just be careful. There's some links there as well. Just be careful, because we're in one of the most riskiest environments in the world. So just take care. Live news. This is from the myfxbook.com website. I've got a conditional formatting, so we can see if something's green. It's like a bullish. Then contraction. There is obviously one of the key words, and that's why that's red. Support, that's where that's green. So you can just see it at high level. And that's that Gilead. That's the pharmaceutical company that are researching the COVID vaccine. There's a company to watch, and futures will rise if that stock rises, because if there's a vaccine, then we're going to have a huge risk-on situation. So it's a good tab to see. Just have a look. Each one of these is going to be like a 2-minute read. There's your link there. It just launches a web page, and that's that. So hopefully you stuck by. If you've got any questions at all, then I'm here to help. Hopefully it was okay and everything makes sense. Remember, you want things to agree. Don't just jump in. You want the sentiment at a high level to agree with the low level. And if they marry, then you look to the technical. And if that agrees, then it's like tick, 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 and then it's all good. So hopefully you make lots of money using this system. And don't forget, I'm here to help. If you've got any questions, don't sit there with questions and don't ask. Ask me, because that's what I'm here for. So, and have a good day, and hope you enjoyed the videos. Thanks.